Ladies and gentlemen, a hearty welcome to today's episode. This is your humble host Nino inviting you to something truly shocking. For today, not only shall we once again explore how to use an ancient virtual Macintosh, but we shall explore how to do so practically. Welcome and enjoy!
infinitemac.org. There you shall find and be able to run from the comfort of your browser a number of Apple operating systems stretching back to the earliest days of that what later was called Mac OS down to systems of the not too far away past, thus preserving an important part of cultural heritage and letting you experience a stretch of systems that I believe only few have ever seen firsthand. In today's video, we shall be focusing on macOS 7.6, allegedly the first one to be officially called macOS. Just a brief note, should you desire not just to use someone else's website, these people here have apparently a whole GitHub page going under mihip/infinite-mac. And there you seem to be able to find everything that you might need in order to set up something of similar nature all by yourself. Although I will have to say, I don't believe that I'm able to do anything better than that what is already presented on the Infinite Mac webpage, and certainly not with such comfort. Therefore, I shall simply happily peruse what is presented here, and should you wish to configure the system in some simpler fashion, that facility is provided for as well if you click here on this customize button, which appears if you hover above it. But I'll just click run. I'm satisfied with the defaults, and I'm presented in a lightning fast fashion with a delightful system here right in front of me. I shall go here for full screen in order to make the experience somewhat more similar to what it might have felt like to use this system in an original computer. So we're greeted by a couple of friendly notes all across the monitor. In reality, they would be stuck around the fat, chubby monitor of the 1990s. And what you see here at the side is actually rather important. You're having here a couple of hard disks. There is, of course, the Macintosh hard drive with the system and so on and so forth. I regard this as the least important. But what is more interesting is the Infinite HD drive. Not all systems presented on the side have it, but those who do are offering you a very nice potpourri of applications so that you might try out what it was like to use such a macOS system instead of just, looking at it and clicking something with no particular effect. Then there is something called Saved HD. On Saved HD, you should be able to save files across reboot. But there's something yet way more interesting, the outside world. Now, the outside world contains two folders, downloads and uploads, that let you interact with this system from the outside world, as you correctly guessed. So if I create something here and put it under, it was either downloads or uploads, it will go straight into the downloads folder in my real world browser. And I can drag things onto the screen of the system and upload them to a folder here. And that way, this system is not entirely secluded from my main computer, but rather than that, I am able to actually do something here and preserve it. So it becomes a bit of a sort of cloud environment in which you can experiment. Now, if I, for instance, double click on developer, What have we got here? Have never developed anything for Macintosh, so I don't know. And there is QuickBASIC, which I am very happy to see. And I'm having here some Think C and some Think Pascal, of which I have not the slightest clue. And I don't even know how shall I use them. What is the A shell? Nothing I can easily use, apparently. Admittedly, I have no exact clue at all, any clue, how to use Think C. Int main void print hello there, return 0, and that's it. We're saving that now. I'm having new C. I am trying to compile it. Try to open new C and go to the project and say build application. Perhaps that's what I should do. Then everything seems to have frozen. And okay. I have not had that yet, but we're having the emulation encountered an error, runtime error, out of bounds, memory access, blah, blah, blah. I believe that's it with my little Macintosh machine for now. You know what? I'm staying away from Think C. Much rather than that, I'm going to go to Microsoft QuickBASIC, which has always been less insane. So here we're having listing of untitled. Yay! So let's say it does make the keywords fatter, the way I'm used to QBasic and DOS. And when I run the program, I'm getting the square numbers, none of the C insanities. So for everybody who is doubting the suitability of BASIC for everyday tasks, this shall serve as a nice demonstration that for simple things, BASIC just might have been superior. I don't want to save it, thank you. And now that we have explored the developer tools, let's see what other things we might find. And what do we have here under productivity? We are having ClarisWorks, we're having the Acrobat Reader, we're having a decently recent Microsoft Excel 4.0. I'm curious what that will do. Very good. So we're having here 2, we're having here 3, and let us say this shall be equal to A1 times A2. And it is equal to 6. So Excel is working just nice. And now save changes. Nope. Let's also try Word. We don't know which version of Word that is, but it briefly flashed up something suggesting it to be reasonably recent. Anyway, it looks that way. Okay, cancel. Hello there, my dear viewers. Many greetings from ancient Mac to modern viewers. Let's save that. I actually do want to have it. So File, Save As. And when I'm going to save it on the desktop, let me save it on the desktop. Save the current document as hello. And file type normal. That would be a doc document, I assume. I see that I can pick here Word for Windows 2, Word for DOS, and whatnot. I think I'll just say I want to use the normal type. That should be it. Good. Now that I have saved it, let's try out whether I can transport this hello document that we now have created somehow to the outside world. Put it into uploads. Do you want to allow? Yes, I want to allow. Ha ha! So now I should really have gotten it there, and there is my hello zip already. It is being expanded, and there I have a 2 kilobyte hello document. That's strange. So it somewhat looks like a document that should be openable by something, but maybe if I give it the extension hello doc, maybe then modern Word is already jumping around. We'll be able to do something about it. Hello doc uses a file type that is blocked from opening in this version. The file was successfully exported once I put it into the outside world, but modern Word wouldn't recognize it. Restarting then the machine in order to try with another document, the Safari browser was no longer able to operate my keystroke. So if I was typing here, nothing was appearing and I was just hearing a machine gun-like sound. So here we are to try our second attempt. Let's format things a little bit. And this time, let's go for something idiot safe. That is the rich text format. So save as. And this time, let's directly save into the outside world, into uploads. Let's call it hi. And let's pick RTF. Save. Okay. Now that here is of course somewhat unfortunate. I don't know why Word thought that this is a good idea to do. It showed us the real text-only representation of the RTF file. But if I now go into downloads and I shall rename this into hi.rtf. I do want to add it. Thank you, Modern Macintosh. Opening it, we're getting so here we are to try our second attempt in bold italic. Okay, this may have some rough edges, but by and large, it is apparently possible to create here documents to do own computations and save them on your real machine. I would say that renders this entire endeavor very practical and will be for sure a fun toy for future adventures as well. I hope you have been properly pleased and entertained, and I hope to greet you here soon again for further adventures. If not a subscriber yet, please consider joining our friendly club. See you hopefully soon. Until then, have a wonderful time, and from me, thank you for watching, and goodbye.